So the question in Indonesian's mind is like, I'm not talking about your brother, I'm talking about you. How did you get here? It feels really weird. I mean, we do understand what you mean, but the feeling, I mean, the nuance is really different. Hi, welcome to our Indonesian language and culture class. If you're learning Indonesian grammar now, especially the affixes like prefixes or suffixes, I'm sure that you're pretty familiar with these two sentences. Kucing memakan ikan itu, and ikan itu dimakan oleh kucing. Well, actually the meaning is the same, but the structure is different. So from these questions, from these sentences, I always get a question from the students like this. Why do I have to attach the prefix D if the meaning is the same? I mean, when you attach the man prefix and you attach the D prefix, so the meaning is just the same. So why do I have to attach the D prefix? That is really an interesting question. I think you need to know the concept of the Indonesian language. I know one of the challenges in learning Indonesian. Even actually, I know Indonesian is one of the easiest language, especially in Southeast Asian languages. But still, we do have a challenge. I mean, the foreign students do have a challenge in learning this language. And one of the challenges faced by the foreign students is when to attach the prefix man and when to attach the prefix D. So, and I found that most foreign students are really struggling to attach these two prefixes when they're speaking. Today I'm not going to talk about the functions of those, but let me talk way back about the concept of the language, I mean the Indonesian language. So understanding the concept of the language can help you to understand why Indonesians use these two prefixes, because when you use the prefixes, actually the meaning is the same, but the concept, the context is different. And my question is, have you heard about topic prominent language? Indonesian is actually a topic prominent language. Let's compare to English. So English is not a topic prominent language. English is a subject prominent language. So what is a subject prominent language? English is a subject prominent language, which means English puts the subject first, and it has subject, verb, object, word order, and the subject is usually the most prominent item in a sentence. And then if we compare to Indonesian is not a subject prominent language. It is a topic prominent language, which focuses on the topic. So what is a topic? That is the question. So the topic of a sentence is whatever the sentence is about. The other way to say, to define a topic is, a topic is the most important piece of information in a sentence, or it's what the sentence is built around. If you need more information about the topic prominent language, I recommend you to read an article. I'll leave the link on the descriptions down below, so you can read more information about the topic prominent language. But the point is what I said in the previous explanation. Anyway, so the other question is how to make Indonesian sentence. So from the topic prominent language, because Indonesian is a topic prominent language, then how to make a sentence is you raise a topic, you raise what you want to talk about, and then you say what you want to say about it. So that is the really basic concept of making a sentence in Indonesian. So then you can see the structure. If the topic you raise is actively doing something, or the topic is the one who carries out the action, then you attach men on the verb after the topic. If the topic you raised is the one that is moved or affected by the action, or the topic is the person at whom the action is directed, then you have to attach the prefix D. So let's see the example. So let's see, we have two keywords. The topic is saya, and then the verb is jemput. So let's see these two words. So then we raise the topic. The topic is saya. So you're going to talk about saya. Let's say someone is asking you. The question is, kamu mau kemana? So the question is, kamu mau kemana? It means you have to answer by raising saya. So you have to start your sentence by saying saya and blah blah blah. So saya here is the topic. So you can see here. So saya is the topic, and the question is, kamu mau kemana? Saya mau menjemput adik saya. Saya mau menjemput adik saya. So here you can see. So you raise the topic. The topic is saya, and then after raising the topic is, remember, the topic is what you want to talk about, and then you say what you want to say about it. So what we want to say about saya in this sentence is menjemput. Saya is actively doing the thing, actively act. So we say saya menjemput adik saya. Saya mau menjemput adik saya. So let's see the other example. For example, the question is, dari bandara kamu naik apa ke sini? Dari bandara kamu naik apa ke sini? We use the same words, saya and jemput. So the question is still about you. I mean, the answer is saya. So you raise the topic saya. So you start the sentence by saying saya, but then someone picks you up. So someone picks you up. So then we say saya dijemput oleh bapak saya. Or you can say the same, saya dijemput oleh adik saya. It means saya is not actively doing things. Saya is actually moved or affected by someone. So it feels like I am picked up. And let's see the comparison. If someone, I mean in English, if you say, how did you get here? So the question is, how did you get here? And then, so you don't really raise the topic. You say the subject, who did the thing. So you'll answer in English, oh, my brother picked me up. So here the difference. My brother picked me up. If you answer this way in Indonesian, like adik saya menjemput saya, while the question is about you, so the question in Indonesian's mind is like, I'm not talking about your brother, I'm talking about you. How did you get here? So you have to raise the topic. You have to start your sentence by saying saya, not starting the sentence by saying my brother. So that's what I mean about the topic prominent language. So that is the difference. Let's see the previous sentence. Let's see the previous sentences. The first sentence is kucing memakan ikan itu. Kucing memakan ikan itu. So the most possible question for this answer, for this sentence is who did eat? Who did eat the fish? Who did eat the fish? So then we say, oh, kucing memakan ikan itu. But let's see the other example. If I ask someone like, where is the fish? So then the question, the topic is actually the fish. So you have to start your sentence by saying the fish. So here in Indonesian we say, oh, di mana ikan itu? Di mana ikan itu? So the question is asking about the fish. So you have to raise the topic, you have to answer by saying ikan itu first, and then what you want to talk about, what you want to say about the fish. Oh, ikan itu dimakan oleh kucing. Ikan itu dimakan oleh kucing. So if you answer, if the question is di mana ikan itu, where's the fish, and then you answer, oh, kucing memakan ikan itu, it feels really weird. We do understand what you mean, but the feeling, the nuance is really different. It feels like, oh, come on, we're not talking about the cat, we're talking about the fish. So that is the feeling. So remember, always raise the topic, and then the verb follows the topic. If the topic is actively doing things, and then you attach man, and if the topic is affected or moved by the action or by other things or other people, and then you have to attach the prefix D. So then that's why we do use the passive and active voice, or passive and active sentences. So I think that's all. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope this video is useful for you, and thank you very much for watching, and sampai jumpa.